Vamos a practicar con 20 estructuras fijas muy comunes mediante el método de repetición. Cada frase va seguida de ejemplos de situaciones que son comunes para esa frase. La primera frase es I went, fui. Salí. I went out. I went out. Repítela en voz alta. Me fui a casa. I went home. I went home. Fui de compras. I went shopping. I went shopping. Entré. I went inside. I went inside. Fui con él. I went with him. I went with him. Fui al trabajo. I went to work. I went to work. Me fui a la cama. I went to bed. I went to bed. Regresé. I went back. I went back. Fui a caminar. I went for a walk. I went for a walk. It was. Estaba. Era. Fue. Estaba lloviendo. It was raining. It was raining. Era un día soleado. It was a sunny day. It was a sunny day. Fue mi culpa. It was my fault. It was my fault. Era barato. It was cheap. It was cheap. Estaba caliente o hacía calor. It was hot. It was hot. Fue muy difícil. It was very hard. It was very hard. Era una habitación grande. It was a big room. It was a big room. Fue muy interesante. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. Estaba oscureciendo. It was getting dark. It was getting dark. I felt. Sentí. Me sentí feliz. I felt happy. I felt happy. Me sentí aliviado. I felt relieved. I felt relieved. Me sentí como en casa. I felt at home. I felt at home. Me sentí solo. I felt lonely. I felt lonely. Me sentí triste. I felt sad. I felt sad. Sentí sueño. I felt sleepy. I felt sleepy. Me sentí incómodo. I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. I was at. Estaba, estuve en. Estuve en casa. I was at home. I was at home. Estuve en una reunión. I was at a meeting. I was at a meeting. Estuve en la tienda. I was at the store. I was at the store. Estuve en el centro comercial. I was at the mall. I was at the mall. Estuve en la escuela. I was at school. I was at school. Estuve en el aeropuerto. I was at the airport. I was at the airport. Estuve en el trabajo. I was at work. I was at work. I decided to. Decidí. Decidí ir a la playa. I decided to go to the beach. I decided to go to the beach. Decidí tomar un descanso. I decided to take a break. I decided to take a break. Decidí mudarme. I decided to move. I decided to move. Decidí conseguir un perro. I decided to get a dog. I decided to get a dog. Decidí probar una nueva receta. I decided to try a new recipe. I decided to try a new recipe. Decidí aceptar el trabajo. I decided to accept the job. I decided to accept the job. I was going to. Iba a. Iba a llamarte. I was going to call you. I was going to call you. Iba a irme temprano. I was going to leave early. I was going to leave early. Iba a preparar la cena. I was going to cook dinner. I was going to cook dinner. Iba a comprar un teléfono nuevo. I was going to buy a new phone. I was going to buy a new phone. Iba a preguntarte algo. I was going to ask you something. I was going to ask you something. Iba a estudiar esta noche. I was going to study tonight. I was going to study tonight. Iba a enviarte un mensaje. I was going to send you a message. I was going to send you a message. Do you want me to? ¿Quieres que prepare la cena? Do you want me to cook dinner? Do you want me to cook dinner? ¿Quieres que te recoja? Do you want me to pick you up? Do you want me to pick you up? ¿Quieres que apague la luz? Do you want me to turn off the light? Do you want me to turn off the light? ¿Quieres que te prepare un sándwich? Do you want me to fix you a sandwich? Do you want me to fix you a sandwich? ¿Quieres que te espere? Do you want me to wait for you? Do you want me to wait for you? I used to. Yo antes más el imperfecto. Used to es una expresión que usamos para hablar de cosas que eran verdad en el pasado, pero que ya no lo son. Antes era tímido. I used to be shy. I used to be shy. Antes vivía en Miami. I used to live in Miami. I used to live in Miami. Antes fumaba. I used to smoke. I used to smoke. Antes jugaba fútbol. I used to play soccer. I used to play soccer. Antes me despertaba temprano. I used to wake up early. I used to wake up early. Antes tenía el pelo largo. I used to have long hair. I used to have long hair. Antes tomaba mucho café. I used to drink a lot of coffee. I used to drink a lot of coffee. Antes trabajaba en un restaurante. I used to work at a restaurant. I used to work at a restaurant. It looks like. Parece que. Parece que llegamos tarde. It looks like we're late. It looks like we're late. Parece que está ocupado. It looks like he's busy. It looks like he's busy. Parece que se están divirtiendo. It looks like they're having fun. It looks like they're having fun. Parece que la tienda está cerrada. It looks like the store is closed. It looks like the store is closed. Parece que va a llover. It looks like it's going to rain. It looks like it's going to rain. Parece que algo anda mal. It looks like something is wrong. It looks like something is wrong. Parece que tenías razón. It looks like you were right. It looks like you were right. Were you able to? ¿Pudiste? ¿Pudiste dormir? Were you able to sleep? Were you able to sleep? ¿Pudiste llamarlo? Were you able to call him? Were you able to call him? ¿Pudiste arreglar la gotera? Were you able to fix the leak? Were you able to fix the leak? ¿Pudiste hablar con tu jefe? Were you able to talk to your boss? Were you able to talk to your boss? ¿Pudiste abrir el archivo? Were you able to open the file? Were you able to open the file? ¿Pudiste conseguir entradas? Were you able to get tickets? Were you able to get tickets? ¿Pudiste terminar el informe? Were you able to finish the report? Were you able to finish the report? ¿Pudiste entender la lección? Were you able to understand the lesson? Were you able to understand the lesson? What time did you? ¿A qué hora? ¿A qué hora te despertaste? What time did you wake up? What time did you wake up? ¿A qué hora llegaste a casa? What time did you get home? What time did you get home? ¿A qué hora te acostaste? What time did you go to bed? What time did you go to bed? ¿A qué hora llegaste? What time did you arrive? What time did you arrive? ¿A qué hora cenaste? What time did you eat dinner? What time did you eat dinner? ¿A qué hora terminaste? What time did you finish? What time did you finish? ¿A qué hora te levantaste? What time did you get up? What time did you get up? ¿A qué hora saliste? What time did you go out? What time did you go out? I didn't know. No sabía. No sabía la respuesta. I didn't know the answer. I didn't know the answer. No sabía qué decir. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. No sabía que estabas aquí. I didn't know you were here. I didn't know you were here. No sabía que era tan tarde. I didn't know it was so late. I didn't know it was so late. No sabía que estaba embarazada. I didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't know she was pregnant. No sabía que la tienda estaba cerrada. I didn't know the store was closed. I didn't know the store was closed. No sabía que ellos venían. I didn't know they were coming. I didn't know they were coming. No sabía que te gustaba el café. I didn't know you liked coffee. I didn't know you liked coffee. That's why. Por eso. Por eso te llamé. That's why I called you. That's why I called you. Por eso llegué tarde. That's why I was late. That's why I was late. Por eso ella está molesta. That's why she's upset. That's why she's upset. Por eso nos fuimos temprano. That's why we left early. That's why we left early. Por eso él se quedó en casa. That's why he stayed home. That's why he stayed home. Por eso no pude dormir. That's why I couldn't sleep. That's why I couldn't sleep. Por eso cancelaron la reunión. That's why they canceled the meeting. That's why they canceled the meeting. Por eso traje un paraguas. That's why I brought an umbrella. That's why I brought an umbrella. Por eso era tan caro. That's why it was so expensive. That's why it was so expensive. Maybe you should. Tal vez deberías. Tal vez deberías ver a un médico. Maybe you should see a doctor. Maybe you should see a doctor. Tal vez deberías tomar un descanso. Maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should take a break. Tal vez deberías intentarlo de nuevo. Maybe you should try again. Maybe you should try again. Tal vez deberías hablar con él. Maybe you should talk to him. Maybe you should talk to him. Tal vez deberías ahorrar tu dinero. Maybe you should save your money. Maybe you should save your money. Tal vez deberías irte a la cama. Maybe you should go to bed. Maybe you should go to bed. Tal vez deberías descansar un poco. Maybe you should get some rest. Maybe you should get some rest. I didn't mean to. No quise. No tenía la intención. No quise interrumpir. I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt. No quise ofenderte. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to offend you. No quise lastimarte. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. No tenía la intención de hacer clic en enviar. I didn't mean to click send. I didn't mean to click send. No quise colarme en la fila. I didn't mean to cut in line. I didn't mean to cut in line. No quise engañarte. I didn't mean to mislead you. I didn't mean to mislead you. It turns out that, resulta que me equivoqué. It turns out that I was wrong. It turns out that I was wrong. Resulta que no me creyeron. It turns out that they didn't believe me. It turns out that they didn't believe me. Resulta que ella tenía razón. It turns out that she was right. It turns out that she was right. Resulta que fuimos a la misma escuela. It turns out that we went to the same school. It turns out that we went to the same school. Resulta que el examen fue más fácil de lo esperado. It turns out that the test was easier than expected. It turns out that the test was easier than expected. I can't wait to. No puedo esperar para. Tengo muchas ganas de. Tengo muchas ganas de verte. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you. No puedo esperar para irme de vacaciones. I can't wait to go on vacation. I can't wait to go on vacation. Tengo muchas ganas de probarlo. I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to try it. Tengo muchas ganas de escuchar tus noticias. I can't wait to hear your news. I can't wait to hear your news. Tengo muchas ganas de llegar a casa. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. I was wondering if. Me preguntaba si podrías ayudarme. I was wondering if you could help me. I was wondering if you could help me. Me preguntaba si estabas ocupado. I was wondering if you were busy. I was wondering if you were busy. Me preguntaba si podríamos hablar más tarde. I was wondering if we could talk later. I was wondering if we could talk later. Me preguntaba si querías venir con nosotros. I was wondering if you wanted to come with us. I was wondering if you wanted to come with us. Me preguntaba si la tienda todavía estaba abierta. I was wondering if the store was still open. I was wondering if the store was still open. Me preguntaba si quedaban sobras. I was wondering if there were any leftovers. I was wondering if there were any leftovers. What are you going to? ¿Qué vas a hacer? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? ¿Qué vas a comer? What are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? ¿Qué te vas a poner? What are you going to wear? What are you going to wear? ¿Qué vas a decir? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? ¿Qué vas a comprar? What are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? ¿Qué le vas a decir? What are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him? Do you mind if I... ¿Te molesta si yo? ¿Te molesta si abro la ventana? Do you mind if I open the window? Do you mind if I open the window? ¿Te molesta si me siento aquí? Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I sit here? ¿Te molesta si enciendo la tele? Do you mind if I turn on the TV? Do you mind if I turn on the TV? ¿Te molesta si entro? Do you mind if I come in? Do you mind if I come in? ¿Te molesta si tomo una foto? Do you mind if I take a picture? Do you mind if I take a picture? ¿Te molesta si me voy temprano? Do you mind if I leave early? Do you mind if I leave early? ¿Te molesta si traigo a un amigo? Do you mind if I bring a friend? Do you mind if I bring a friend? Cuéntame en los comentarios desde dónde estás mirando. Así sabré que llegaste al final.